Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my videos. My name's Andrew Rayner and we are going to be playing some Dimir control today. So this deck is just a kind of traditional control deck. We've got some new cards in Theros' Intervention, we've got an Eat to Extinction, we've got a couple of Ashiok's Erasures, we've got some Ashiok Nightmare Muse. Basically the idea of this deck is just to kind of gain control and then go over the top with our Planeswalkers. We've got some really nice answers in Brazen Borderer, Murderous Rider, Tyrant Scorn, got some Disruption in Thought Erasure, got some card advantage in Chemist's Insight and Narset. So yeah, let's give this a bash and we'll see how we get on with it. This is some straight to YouTube content for a change. Felt like something different. Felt like you guys on YouTube tend to support a bit more at the moment, so just give you some exclusive stuff there. So probably gonna do this video will probably be about an hour. We'll get a few sets in and we'll see where we get to. This hand's fine. We can play a Watery Grave on 1, but yeah, we can just play these Narsets on 3 now. So just looking for some interaction depending on what our opponent does. At the moment, we're not too worried about it. They're not doing anything. Okay, they are playing mono. They're just playing normal mono black, but we've got a Yara there. So we can just play an Narset and we can hopefully find some kind of Ritual of Suit or something like that.
I know 88 ways. I have just
yeah, let's take the Ritual of Suit. Becomes slightly awkward if they play a Nightmare Shepherd, but I feel like it's if they play anything other than Nightmare Shepherd or Deathless Knight, sure. That's a big boy for Devotion. Well, that means my Narset goes away. That's kind of that's kind of inconvenient for me. I think I'm just jamming another Narset and see if we can.
I train every to meditate.
Tyrant Scorn's probably fine. The castle. Got it. Yep, that's a lot of damage. It's lethal. Sure. Yeah, that was just kind of a bit too quick for us with the draw we had. Chemist's Insights and Erasures are probably a tad slow. Triss is probably pretty good because it'll trade off reasonably well. Legion's End are probably okay. Yeah, we'll go to Legion's End. Don't really want any of these other ones. Still want to keep our interactive cards as best we can. Hopefully they have like a slightly more aggressive curve where the Ritual of Suit will be better, rather than just the Ritual of Suiting just killing the Ayara. On the play, yeah, this hand's fine. So we're going to lead on this Fabled Passage to make sure we can get our double blue. And also potentially want to Legion's End this turn if they play something. Yeah, we probably just want rid of this. It's a reasonable target for this. Gives us a peekaboo at what's going on as well. Okay, their hands... They've got a Fen Lurker and then their hand's expensive, so... Theros' Intervention's probably a tad expensive here, so... Let's go for Narset.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality keep an open mind.
Grab a Liliana. Liliana's Edict could be very good here, or just making tokens. Narset goes to 1.
I must stay focused.
Yeah, let's Thought Erasure them. I'm gonna take away this Citadel, I think, just because it's the one that we can't really deal with. Keep an Atris on top. Narset down. It fogged some damage, it did a job. And they've got the Nightmare Shepherds. We've got the Murderous Rider to cover that one. Another land's pretty perfect. So Atris next turn, and then we get Liliana the following turn. Assuming they've not found... Well, that was wrong sequencing, wasn't it? Let's go Atris. So they split 3 cards into a face-up pile and a face-down pile, and then I choose one of those piles and put it into my hand. I think I'm happy with that. Don't know what this other card is. A Liliana. It's fine. We've got another Liliana anyway. So we get our Scry on here. Thought Erasure is probably pretty good just to make sure there's nothing else going on. Like this Atris is just going to get to trade off or something here. No, it's not. So they'll shoot this and they'll drain us, I'd imagine. Exceptionally rude. Oven doesn't do anything. No attacks? Sure. Alright, let's start with an Narset now, because I really just don't want to have to...
Mind and body should
We'd like to be able to get rid of all
prowess.
of these things if possible. Ritual, it's really awkward, this Ritual set. So at least them playing a land means they're basically forced to. Nice. Nice opponent. That was good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, Narset down. Nice sequencing. I've got a Yara to finish with. Okay, so this Ritualist sit's going to be good here. Get rid of these two. Get rid of our Murderous Rider as well. And then we're just going to surveil with this Thought Erasure. Eat Extinction's probably pretty good. If they draw, like, the issue is with these guys in play that they've got lots of good draws. So if they find a Swamp here, then they get to draw another 3 cards this turn cycle. So Liliana's going to deal with these, assuming they don't draw another creature. Find another Yara. I feel like we just kind of need to get this Liliana down to Edict them. It's really awkward. Let's Thought Erasure them. Just gonna eat something. Okay, they've got nothing. I'm actually dead. I'm dead to that, aren't I? Yeah. Whoops. Opponent made some misplays. I made some misplays. It's all good. Our draws didn't really face up against what they were doing there particularly well. So let's give it another bash. Alright, we're on the play. This hand's much better. Thought Erasure, your opponent, what are you working with? Counter spells and Frilled Mystic. Well, not letting you have the Frilled Mystic, that's for sure. So these are just 1-for-1s, so I don't mind 1-for-1s. It's the 2-for-1s that end up being difficult. So, but we're Chemist's Insight, we've got Thassa's Intervention, we've got lots of ways to draw extra cards. So, be interesting to see if they shock here, if they've drawn like a basic island. They're just gonna hold up the Quench, sure. I'd like to draw some cards. Narset seems like a good one against whatever they're doing, so they're likely to have some kind of crisis at some point, I'd imagine, so... This deck used to be really obnoxious when they had access to Veil of Summer, but hopefully it's not as... well, I can't imagine it's as bad now that they don't have access to that, so... We'll counter this one unless they pay 2. Then we get to opt as well. We draw the Narset.
If you wish to serve with thoughtfulness before action.
Okay, they got nothing here, so that bodes well. Narset trigger.
I have just the trick for this.
I feel like another Ashiok's Erasure wouldn't go badly here. Let's just take the Liliana just to make sure we've got a way to win the game at some point. These Ritualist suits are just going to get churned into something else with Chemist's Insight here, so... Brazen Borderer. Sure. Don't care about that one. Brazen Borderer kills the Narset. Let's draw some cards. You're countering my drawing cards. Sure, that's absolutely fine. So I would like an untapped land here. Okay, we didn't quite get that. So I think we're just passing now then. If we had the untapped land, we could Ashiok and use a Thassa's Intervention for 2. To at least get the... make sure we stick the Ashiok. But it's not a massive deal. We'll opt. Murder Strider seems good. Let's scry 2. I think I'm in for the land here actually. I'd like to just keep hitting land drops. We're up on cards over the opponent, so I'm gonna get a swamp here. Just gonna cast this Ritualist suit. Because not doing anything else. If it kills this, that's fine. We've got Ashiok's Erasure up. We've also got access to Thassa's Intervention. If they're just scrying, that's real good for us. Let's see what counter spells they have. They've got a Frilled Mystic, sure. That smells fishy. Crisis for 8. Well, I think I'm just going to... In fact, no, because I can land the Liliana and just edict them. So I'm just going to Liliana and minus to get rid of both of these things. Get the Liliana down as well. Liliana's going to be the most difficult thing to resolve, just because it's the most expensive. So get the Liliana down.
Let us march into battle and
Sacrifice
make
some
new
creatures.
comrades. Reduce the battle to shambles.
We've got access to a Murderous Rider still as well. Just they'll have this quench to keep in mind, but sure.
Smelly, but effective.
Sure. This one's awkward because they're gonna. Guess we'd rather try and Murderous Rider it. I just don't want to have to run into this quench if we can avoid it.
Rise, my elemental friend.
I'm actually gonna block the Frilled Mystic first of all. Try and murder this island. Okay, they did have a hard counter. Okay, we're falling behind here now, so need some good ones. We will get to draw a card.
I'll find a use
Just a
for
land.
you later.
Well, we need to play the untap land if we're erasing anything this turn, so... let's just move on. Let's get these counter spells into our deck. Agent of Treachery seems good as well. Thief's probably pretty... in fact, no, Thief's not good because of Brazen Borderers. Asher's Erasure is really expensive. Doesn't really do what we want it to a lot of the time. Rituals aren't doing a whole lot. Tyrant Scorn's not amazing. Brazen Border is not amazing. Run with that. Give that a bash. Yeah, this hand's okay. Got a counter on 2, and a counter on 3, and a counter on 4 if we needed it. Okay, there's an extra land, that's pretty good. I think I'm just going to hold up the counter spell here. Chemist's Insight's a really good card to be trying to push through here, so quenching it's a bit odd. Let's jam Narset now. Got a counter spell for this as well, that would be exceptionally rude. Well, that would tend to suggest they don't have the Nissa. If they had the Nissa, it wouldn't matter to them too much for that to resolve, so... So these are digging for lands next couple of turns. Like to draw 2. Negating my divinations is interesting. Thought Erasure you. How many counters are you working with? Right, well, we're just going to resolve this Thought Erasure. See what they're hiding. Yeah, they've got a Krasis, and they've got a couple of counter spells. Let's just take the Krasis. I think we can deal with their... We can burn through their counters eventually, but Krasis is just raw cards that without the Nissa in play we can't really really deal with or race. They'll try and negate me and I'll counter back. Interesting. Really interesting decision there. Is that just digging for a negate or what? Must be, surely.
There are so many. Meditate and prepare.
To get the Nissa here, it's kind of awkward, but need to get this Narset down. Okay, let's get some more cards on the go.
Keep an open mind.
Oh, it's fine. Play out this Murderous Rider, gives us a blocker. They're that desperate to get something to play, are they? Okay. keep the board clear. And they rip the Nissa, obviously.
Through this land, we are all connected.
At least they made a mistake with their tapping, so it means they can't scry this. Oh no, they can still scry this taps for 2. I thought they needed an extra 1. Ugh, never mind. Well, I guess that's a thing.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me. Good help is easy to find in war.
Okay. Liliana down. Let's see if this is good enough. This is counting mana for a crisis. Crisis for 8.
Behold, nature's true power.
Crisis for 11. Crisis for 11, sure. That's such a good draw. That is a very good draw. Is it even guess that we need to... We do this.
Stop!
Oh, I do love a good death wish.
I get to draw 2.
Death, I've learned much from your death.
Play Liliana number 2.
The undead make great minions. Loyal. A little death never hurt anyone.
This dies to Nissa, but I didn't really have a choice there. If they've got like another big follow-up, then we'll just scoop them up. This deck seems slightly inconvenient, just keep falling behind, like the opponent's just gotten just enough interaction in creatures to leave me wanting. Oh, they want my Liliana. That's interesting, actually.
What a good, mindless minion.
I can bounce the Liliana.
The land shall conquer you.
That gives me outs, actually, doesn't it? Just actually being able to get my own Liliana back. I think we're still just dead here. Let's do another one. See how we get on. Just feel like our answers just don't line up to what those two opponents have done at all. So let's give it one more bash, or at least one more bash. See where we get to. This hand's okay. Like, I would like to scry into on top land so we can Thought Erasure on 2, but if we have to do it on 3, then that's not the end of the world. Give ourselves the best chance of drawing it. Mono black again. Ghost Rider, sure. Let's find an island and then we'll Thought Erasure. Yeah, we'll take the Murderous Rider, the rest doesn't really matter, and we'll take another land. We don't have that many creatures, this doesn't really achieve anything, and Gutter Bones is fine. Obviously, love my discard spells, they're the best. Destroy the Yara. And then we'll cast Opt. Yeah, I'm keeping the lands. I just need to make sure I keep hitting land drops. This deck is very mana hungry. So we're probably just going to use the bounce mode on this, depending on what they do. Probably just bounce this Woe Strider. A Yara. A Fenlurker. Fenlurker's brutal. Oh, why are opponents so good at ripping cards off the top of deck? Why are we so bad? Can I afford to just play Ashiok? If they play Woe Strider, we take 1. We would take 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's try the Ashiok line.
There is little as my kin.
I guess they just actually no. I missed they have the fucking removal spell. Oh, my kingdom for a Ritual Suit right there. Right, give me these Legion's Ends. Give me this Massacre Girl. Give me these Atrees. Let's cut these Thassa's Interventions. They're probably not super strong there. Oh, it's just so awkward. Never lines up right. Just give me some planar cleansings. I might just go and build a planar cleansing deck just to not worry about what the stuff is going on. Alright, on the play. We have some interaction, we have some card draw, and we've got plenty of lands. What's the worst that can happen? Screwing our opponent just curves out and kills us, but let's give it a bash. What is the worst that could happen? Sure. Okay, Massacre Girl's a good draw because it means that almost regardless of what they play, it's going to die. Yeah, we can just Chemist's Insight here, draw 2. We get the Liliana, but that's not a big deal. I'd rather we just keep hitting land drops. Play this Massacre Girl out, especially not knowing I've got this Tident score, and is going to be pretty brutal if I can pick this up and replay it. Fenlurker, sure, exile this Watery Grave.
The focused and disciplined hone your prowess.
Protect my Massacre Girl, protect the Narset. Grey Merchant, sure. We'll just take 2.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Listen to my... The shadows awaken.
Every single time Ashiok creeps me out. Right, I take 5 here, I go to 8. But that's basically us stabilized, so... Just get rid of this Grey Merchant. Keep their devotion down.
I abandon my... You will feel inspired.
Yeah, Fenlurker. Sure, let's discard the Tident score and draw a couple cards. I'll get rid of the Blackwater here. Rip. Clear up that mess. And then make another nightmare.
All your fears are given form.
Right, let's finish this game quickly. Okay, that felt better. Slightly more cohesive draw, but... I'm gonna keep this as much as it's obviously not got a whole lot of spells. These 2 Scrylands mean that we can dig toward whatever answer we need based on what they do. Which at the moment is nothing, so I'm just looking for any spells. Okay, Wolf Strider's a nice one. We get to kill that with Tyrant Scorn that we picked up. kill this. Yep. Right, I'm just going for Narset here. Just need to find an answer to this shepherd.
My prowess is on. I have just the trick
More
for
Narsets
this.
is not a bad thing. Oh look, a distraction. A wild distraction appeared. Sure, drain me for 4. A wild distraction. Ah, it worked. Wild distraction result. Right, Narset. What can this Narset find me?
The past, present, meditate, and prepare.
Can find me basically nothing. Guess we just go for Thought Erasure and use that this turn. See what else they've got going on. Oh well, that's a good one to pick up. Yeah, I don't really want that one. Kill Narset, I go to 16. Oh, why did you find another creature? You want to leave it in play? Sure. Right, Liliana's going up the way.
I am the master here. Rise.
Oofed. Of all the lands to draw, can you not have found another basic swamp? After I'm down 2 Narsets, third one's I guess on the bottom. Yup. Yep. Yep. Woof.
You would be more useful in the grave.
I'll take another one here. It's not really a whole lot I can do about it. It's either that or I'm dead.
They
Need to
were a
find
lousy
something.
servant anyway.
I don't know what this is possibly finding that gets me out of this, but we're gonna have a look. No, it needs to be the mystery card because we're dead otherwise. So, yep. We just flooded out there. We kept a 6-lander. We scryed twice. We scryed more lands away, and we kept drawing lands. So that happens. Right. Last attempt with this deck, and then we'll bin it off, never to play it again. Sounds great. Early interaction, some card advantage, some counterspell. Just gonna make sure I get these tap lands out of the way. Okay, some kind of green deck that plays Fabled Passage. Leafkin Druid, sure. That one seems reasonable. No more casting that one, please. Just jam the Ashiok.
The regrets of the creeping, thieving progeny.
I protect that which cannot protect itself. Harness the elements.
What a foolish thing you are. Terror lurks among us.
I have practiced to keep an open mind.
There's not a whole lot I can say or do about this at the moment. Just need to keep... Hopefully they don't play anything too big. Don't really care about the Cavalier. They have access to a lot of mana, but it's not a massive deal for us right now.
The land fights for us.
Well, that was a bunch of good stuff to get. Destroy your Temple of Mystery, please. No, they've got less mana. They've got enough for another Cavalier, though, sure. Sure. Narset.
Hone your prowess.
Grab the Ashiok's Erasure, seems pretty good.
Your heroics are but a dream to me.
They're both gonna have to come for Ashiok. They want Ashiok dead. Which they obviously do, so that's fine. Ashiok down. Mini dig through time. Let's take Thought Erasure and a land. Guess can afford to take the temple. Thought Erasure, you opponent. What are you working with? You have an Uro as well. Let's just take the Uro. That's probably fine. Spread at the top again. Oh, come on. Yup. Surprised they didn't cast the Growth Spiral just to get out their hand. Not going to do anything at any other point. both coming from me, are they? No. One's coming from me, one's coming from Narset. So we'll block the one trying to kill Narset. Well, we've hit a bunch of good cards with our nightmares, eh? Assuming they're escaping their Euro. Just get rid of the Euro. Play a new Narset. Again, it's really awkward we don't have a sweeper to be able to like deal with everything
So
like the white decks do.
To uncover. Put thoughtfulness before
Okay,
action.
I'll take a Chemist's Insight. We've got access to Murderous Rider to be able to kill a Cavalier. Not sure why they didn't do this last turn, but never mind. Okay. I need to... Okay, that works for me, actually. If I just go to 10... I need to be able to counter this Nissa. So I can do it for... Oh no, maybe I can... Have I not got enough mana, do I? I've drawn a Hydroid Crisis. That would be incredibly rude. Oh... Thieves are good against this one just because they don't have any flyers. The Tyrant Scorns are not very good. Our win conditions just aren't very good, but these Brazen Borrowers are not very good. Probably don't want these Erasures either. The Erasures seem real bad. Like they're fine some of the time, but so often, like 4 mana is such a lot to counter a spell. Such a lot. Alright, keep this. Alright, opponent mulligan into Oblivion, that helps us. We might win a game. Come on, opponent. Oh, hey, they woke up. We'll keep lands. Lands are good. Right. Discard spell. That's a counter spell of our own, actually. Let's keep that one. Actually, I should have thrown that away to try and find lands, but never mind. Done it now. Okay, better lucky than good. Uro. Sure. Find another blue source now that we found that dismal black water. Nissa. Stroke it, baby. I thought Razor you. Big piggy. May as well take the big pig. Alright, looking for a win condition now. Perfect. So that's going to be to try and cast Uro. How about next time? Liliana.
Warrior Queen Necromancer. Putrid, but effective.
Uro's just cycling here, which is fine. Shocking in a land, interesting. What have they drawn? Another Uro. Yeah, that's fine as well. We don't really care about this at this point. That was a spell, because otherwise they'd have paused to put it into play.
This looks like a fun new toy.
Thief's kind of awkward against the escape cards. I do not care. I have the cards that matter, so I don't really care about them disputing my thief. Thief's not stellar here, so. Nissa who shakes the world, sure.
Power surges through these lands. Rise, my elemental friend.
They can dispute this if they want. Kind of encouraging them to dispute it. Then we get to block and draw a card.
Waste not, want not.
I train every day. No, I have just the trick for this.
Here. All your fears are given.
Rise and
Time for the
shine.
Super Friends. Don't hurt my Liliana. Okay, we won a single game, so we may as well retire now. I think we're fine with what we've done. We're certainly more. I think we're slightly better set up against them in that match. They did mulligan, so it does take that into consideration as well. Having a dispute early is pretty good here, and the gust gives us lots of ways to interact. Yup. Baby Crisis. I don't care about Baby Crisis. I'm just going to pop this back on top. I'll push it to the bottom, sure. We can intervention for one here. which if they've got a mystical dispute, they can counter, but if they don't have the dispute, then they don't get to counter it, so... Which they do, obviously, because why wouldn't they? They hit an Uro as well, obviously, why wouldn't they hit an Uro? Let's go Narset.
Mind and body meditate and prepare.
May as well put that in tapped because we don't need the second mana. And they've got enough to cast Uro and play through my disputes, so got no hope in hell of winning from here. Yeah, let's call this one. All of our answers just don't tie up to what they're doing at all. So yeah, we didn't win. Did we win a single game there? We might have won a single game. It wasn't many anyway. Yeah, the deck's interesting. I don't think it's very good. I much prefer these kind of decks when they just don't have all of these clunky cards up top. So like, we've got what, 4, 8, 13 cards that require us to have at least 4 lands. I'd much rather, like when I've played, I don't know if I've still got it. This is one I was just messing around with. But there's one I played last season where we just had up to 3 drops. We were still a control deck, we still had cards for card advantage. So like Thassa's Intervention, probably a great addition to that deck. But having all of these expensive cards just means that we're always on the back foot because there's so many good, efficient, cheap cards. So when you've got things like Knight of the Ebon Legion, and we only have 2 and 3 drops to be able to deal with that, and we've only got 2 of those, like 4 total to be able to deal with that, and then we've got 4 more here. Like, we have so little removal to be able to do this. It's a really... I stole this deck from elsewhere, but the numbers really don't make sense. I'll probably try something else myself, because I do like toying about with this, but I'll probably go for something Esper related next time, and see where we get to there. Let's crack a pack to finish, seeing as we've got one sat here. Needed the help. We got an Archon. Archon's good. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment. Love to know if I've made any misplays, if there's anything you're unsure about, if there's any decks you want to see. Let me know and I'll try and build them and play them. At the moment I've kind of got a fair variety of different cards available, so if it's something that you want to be able to see, please let me know. I'll try my best to be able to get it done. So yeah, as I say, thank you for watching and we'll catch you next time.